I want to welcome everybody to our general membership meeting on Thursday, December 7th, 2023. I would like to introduce everybody that is here as far as our board for our new members. I have Kathy Bishak to my far right. She is publicity. Colleen Tittiger, she is our secretary. Marcy is Bogdanich, is our refreshments and treasurer. Gadi Lesham is our acting membership chair, and we'll vote him in tonight, hopefully. Linda Kirby is our media print chair. Debbie Tobin is our newsletter person. So you get a wonderful newsletter every month. Jim Chobin is in the back, is our vice president. And we are missing Colin Richards, who's our website, and Vicki Schilling, who's our exhibitions coordinator. So welcome, everybody. I'd like to welcome all of our new October screening members. So if you're here, raise your hand. Lisa Alamgir, I don't see her. Sherry Cohen. Michael Fink. Christine Fondy. Masha Gett. Donna Lezendak. Debbie Madison. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. Welcome. MJ McCurdy. Beth Slagle. I saw her at the opening. And Sue Traficante. Okay. And by the way, MJ McCurdy, our new member, if you were at our holiday show opening, she's the owner of Bottle Brush. So she screened in as well. So she was hosting our holiday show. So I also would now like to have a member's vote for the chair appointment position. Gadi Lesham has been our acting membership chair. He took over the position. So if we could have I guess we'll just raise a hand. If you are approving Gadi Lesham as our new membership chair, raise your hand. Looks pretty darn unanimous to me. He is a spreadsheet god. I sent him, I was bored one night. I spent hours. I took every member's list. Mary Jane used to tally those for us since we started in 2013. So 10 years worth of members on one spreadsheet. It was a lot to look at. So, good. So welcome, Gadi. He's our official membership chair committee person. We also still need a programs chair person if you're interested. Always looking for people to find presenters, to come and speak at our meetings, to help with the first Tuesday drawing. We have some subcommittee chair people that run our plein air group, which only runs from May to usually October. You would attend our monthly meeting. I mean, it's all by Zoom, so it's not like you have to drive anywhere. It's maybe an hour and a half commitment a month to help bring in fascinating people, fascinating members to demonstrate their craft to us at our meetings. It would be 2 meetings a year. So if you're interested in that position, you know how to get me. My personal email is in the newsletter, since my school email is now gone. Yes.
Congratulations on retirement.
And they shut that off at 3:31 on Friday. I wasn't even out the door yet. That's okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, construction update. So I've spoken with what's happening here at the township. So far, they're on track. Their goal is to have us back in business in the township for Martinis with Monet of July 2024. So you can see the work that's being done in the front of the building. You know, they've got that construction and that great lawn walkway and all their plans out there, and you can start to see how they have walled that off over here. We will not have a back hall gallery until that is complete because we're being relocated. What's behind, if you can think where the old customer service hallway is, that's where our new space is going to be. It's going to be even bigger, better, nice lighting. So that's coming. So as far as I know, the construction is where it's supposed to be right now. I haven't heard about any delays yet. Okay, 2024 calendar update. So we love to have the 2024 calendar ready for this meeting. That construction has proved to make that more difficult because we are still searching for a spaces to have our shows. I know I just fielded a call today at 11 o'clock about a greenhouse that wants to do a spring show. Anybody that does landscapes and flowers for a show that they're wanting to host. So there were some preliminary discussions about that. A greenhouse is pretty moist. So that was my first concern. Greenhouses are pretty steamy. So we'll, as that progresses, if it becomes a possibility, we'll definitely look at that. So, and Bottle Brush, I think, we might approach them for another spring show. I think she was thrilled. We were thrilled to be at Bottle Brush. So if that's a possibility, Martinis with Monet will still happen in July unless the construction moves that. But tentatively, they already have that scheduled for July 12th, I think is the date. So potentially, we're going to work out a calendar for there. If any of you have any suggestions for a pop-up show or a place that you know that could host us, I have to tell you, the township was wonderful. They carted all of our display boards to Bottle Brush for us. It is great. And we didn't have to, they said, what time do you want them there? And they were there, and it could not have been, like I said, they're storing them right in the hall across from us. So could not have been a better setup for them to deliver. And I have no problem asking them again. So if anybody has a place or knows of somewhere that think would be a great place to host, let me know, because we're always looking for, networking out.
And ideally, somewhere in this vicinity, like a 10-mile radius.
Right. Correct. Okay, that's all I have for my report. I will pass that off now to Jim Tobin for anything that he needs to add.
Hello, everybody. While we're recording tonight, we're streaming tonight, we have a few people who couldn't make it this evening. They're watching online. Make sure you check out and subscribe to our Cranberry Artists Network YouTube channel. Whenever we have these great artists come in and do demonstrations, we do record it so you can watch and maybe paint along or be inspired.
We've had almost as many as 50 views on the one. Which one was that, Jim? We had a lot of people watch that after the fact, too.
Yeah, there were a couple. I know Gaddy's was really popular.
Gotti's was popular.
Kim.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Marcy, Treasurer's Report.
As of today, we have $2,727.32 in the bank. The winter show, we sold 3 pieces. However, that Bottle Brush is taking care of those, so I don't have any information, nor do I know who actually sold a piece. So the expenses for that through judges and prize awards and food came to $913, $800 of which is the prizes and the judge, and then the food, of course, it's increased about 10% or more, but so those are our expenses. Since this show was free to members, there are no PayPal numbers to report, so that's it.
Okay. Any questions about that?
Oh, and your dues are due by January 31st. And I think they have to screen in again if they don't make it by then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm preaching to the choir right now. Most of you paid your dues, but that will go out at some point too.
Okay, membership. I can scratch out acting chair. Okay, Gotti.
Good. Much to add, we're 106 members at this point. Hope we keep everyone good next year. If you know of anyone who would be interested to join us, the next screening is in April. And it's going to be online for the foreseeable future. So
Okay,
that's it.
perfect, 106. I'm going to send out also what's interesting about our spreadsheet, because we did some color coding, is we have members that have been members, other than us founding members, have been members with us from the very beginning, because January will be 10 years that we've been in an organization. And so that's what I was really tallying to see who has been with us from the beginning. It's an interesting spreadsheet to look at. So stay with us for another 10 years.
You should have an anniversary party.
I was thinking that, like a 10-year, a decade party. Yeah, because there are more than you would think that have been members since we first signed on in those early hectic days.
Or it'd be good publicity too.
Yes, that's a great idea. I'm gonna write that down, a decade party. Okay. Exhibitions, Vicki Schilling is not here, but a reminder that the Holiday Show art pickup is at Bottle Brush, so don't show up here, your artwork is not here. In Harmony on Thursday, December 21st from 4 to 7 p.m. Somebody will be there we'll be there, most of us, I will not, but most of us will be there for that Holiday Show pickup at Bottle Brush. So make sure it is not occurring here. I think that's all for Vicki. Okay, Kathy.
Well, I don't have a whole lot to say except that I try to put everything out there. I do send press releases to all the papers, but as you all know, there's not much newspaper anymore. So you don't, I put it on Nextdoor, Cranberry Patch, and Facebook. So whatever we can do. And if anybody has any suggestions or wants to help out with that, let me know. But other than that, I don't have much to say.
Okay.
But it is nice that it's on like Nextdoor and Cranberry Patch.
I didn't think Cranberry Patch was still around.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
They are. Patty's picture's on there.
Patty's
Your
pictures
little
on
plein
there.
air pictures.
Oh, good. Okay, website, I will pick up on this. So we realized there were some issues with the notification emails for the holiday show. Honestly, we have no idea why. I mean, unless Colin thinks that there's some updating that's happening with our website. The back door to the website, because he and I looked at it. Trust me, we all looked at it. Because nobody got notifications. Some people got notifications. It had nothing to do with your email. Like, I have an AOL email from 100 years ago. We cannot explain why the notifications did not come out. If you ever are not sure, and I am not opposed to a text message notification. If you saw, maybe that's something we need to think about with a text message notification, because I cannot explain. Some people did get the notification, some people did not. So, at least for the holiday show, because as long as you registered, you were entered. This was not a juried entrance show. So, with this show in particular, if you registered, your pieces were accepted. But I cannot explain that notification. We looked at it for a couple of hours to figure out why. Because on Colin's side, he could see your registration. And most of you got because there was no PayPal, so there was no PayPal notification. Our side stayed the same. All we did was shut off PayPal because there was no entrance fee for you. So if anybody has suggestions, like I said, and then I'm saying all this, and the next show, it'll work beautifully. So, and we pay for tech support for Wix as our site host. We pay tech support. So we're a little flabbergasted. So I'm apologizing up front that if there was some confusion, we normally don't have that problem with notification. I will say, before everybody ever reaches out, please check your junk mail. Please either whitelist us or check your junk mail, because a lot of times, I get some nasty grams and it's sitting in your junk box. There isn't anything on our end that we did wrong. So please check junk mail. And our other big issue is people don't put their own email addresses in correctly. We have people spell their own names wrong. So again, that isn't anything that we can control. We're sending to whatever you put in the system. So that's, just some tips. Please double check it. We did put some things in, like with the sizes, it won't let you get farther anymore. So we have put some constraints on, but there's no way to constrain misspelled emails or names. Sorry.
One suggestion is some places where you register, you have to enter your email twice, and it checks if it doesn't, if they're not the same. So
Okay.
you don't do that, because if it's just a typo,
Right. That's good, yeah.
pick up more of it. It
Yep.
still isn't a guarantee.
And maybe as a board, we can do a test run before we put out the next
Yeah.
call and see if it's working at that point or not, just on with our small
Yeah.
group.
And we weren't sure, like I said, if it was because we shut off the PayPal button. PayPal, notifies you that you paid, and then the other one comes right behind it. Thank you for registering. Technology's wonderful till it isn't, so. Okay, so other than that, that was our biggest issue with this last, and like I said, I knock on wood, I always am saying, boy, that we've got it down to a science. I mean, you hear me say that, oh, we've got this down like a well-oiled machine, and then, the machine just comes unglued, so.
Another thought, and I don't know if this would work or not, but maybe we could actually just have a page post on the website that shows the list of who is entered a show.
Yeah.
Living dog kind of thing. I don't know. That's just a thought.
Yeah.
That way, if you don't get your response, you can check that and see if it's.
Yeah.
Check that the
you're on
next
the
day.
list.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, I don't want to give up on the notification thing
No.
either, because that should work, and it has worked in the past. Like, I can think of Martinis with Malay last summer. We had one issue with a notification, and that was 120 pieces and almost, 80 artists? We had one. Like, that's a record for us, one. And then the next show, nobody. So.
We were due.
We're trying. Okay. Programs. Again, I will jump on the bandwagon here. If you're interested, we are a fun group in our meetings. We're always laughing. Some of us are drinking, but it's the only way you can get through it. But it is, just an hour, maybe an hour and a half commitment a week or a month. And really kind of tapping your network of artists, people that can, people that would be interested in coming or having them present. If you've got a wide network, or like I know some of you belong to Beaver Valley Artists, there's a nice Venn diagram of overlap of people. So again, that position, without it being filled, all falls on us to do that as well. So we're always looking to add somebody to do that one. Okay. Any old business? May seems like a long time ago. But anything from our last meeting? I have one piece of new business. If there is anybody interested, and because Joni's in the corner of my eye here, if anybody, Sherwood Oaks is looking for a teacher for their art class. Am I saying right, Joni?
Yeah. Well, we, excuse me. We put out a questionnaire who would be interested. Some people interested in sketching, in watercolors and acrylics or whatever, and would like somebody to, yeah, kind of come, and it would be for a certain number of classes, maybe once a week, and maybe 2 hours, and it would be paid. We'd have to talk about, you know, what your proposal is, and would be, you know, like basically maybe, I think, starting off with some sketching with some objects, you know, and
Still life
people
drawing.
at different levels. We're not trying to produce great artists that, you know, and now Noelle has been our pottery person since, what,
August.
Yeah, it was fantastic. We had a really good turnout with 2 different classes, and
They worked me to death. No, it was fantastic, and I'm going to do it again in the spring. We had everybody on the wheel. We had wheel throwing. We had hand built. They have a nice studio. My God, their painting studio. It's fantastic. Oh my gosh.
Every painting that you could paint, type of paint that you want.
I counted 100 palette knives in the drawer.
Yes.
Not that I was looking, but I saw them.
They leave all their stuff, and it's the same with our craft things too. We just have the ones that you want to organize, don't touch them. You should probably throw out half of it, you know, and I save everything.
Well, it was a fun gig, and I'm looking forward to it again in the spring. It was a ton of fun, and my oldest student was 93, and she was a spry thing. Love her, Rosemary. Yeah. So it was a fun group. The Wednesday group and the Saturday group. It was 2 different groups of people. So we had a blast. I miss them. I had dinner with them on Wednesdays before class every other Wednesday. So
just, yeah, get in touch with me or Noelle.
Is it only skate watercolor or
Pardon?
is it only skate watercolor or any other media? Because
No, watercolor, acrylic, whatever.
Okay.
Whatever they should want, you know, but like I think if you had sketching and then you introduce color, I mean, there's colored pencil, there's everything.
Yeah, I actually teach making hand-painted jewelry in Cranberry Library. So I don't know if there is anything in your,
Well,
like anything
there
like
is
making
a whole,
jewelries.
yes, there's a whole section of jewelry.
Okay.
We just haven't gotten into it. It was
Okay.
somebody who had set up a whole corner, you've seen that.
Uh-huh.
I don't know much about that, but we're actually now just looking for this
Yeah, if it's
painting
jewelry,
art.
then yeah.
the best thing I could say was it was easier for me to go and tour. I met Joni and we toured the facility, you know, the studios, and that really lets you know what you're working with. So,
Okay.
We had the advantage, we have a good kiln and all the
Wheels.
things to back.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
yeah.
Wow.
How many people attended the 2 groups that you retired here?
Oh, it was
They started. It
was like 15.
Each class should have had 10.
Yeah.
10 and 10, but, you know, being that we're older, some of them forget. So the first class, I think 7 showed up, and in the second one, the Saturday class.
Well, then those Wednesday
But there
people
were
kept
some
coming to
that,
Saturdays too. So they were double dipping. They were double dipping.
They were.
Yeah.
They didn't get enough of you. They were coming
Yeah.
in both, yeah.
So that's an opportunity. Yeah, about 15.
Well, in the end, we ended up with 11 pretty regular.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a good
How long is the class?
You know,
2 hours.
but that's 2
No,
classes.
but like 2 hours?
Oh, 8 weeks. We did 8
8
weeks. Yeah, we did 8 weeks. 8 weeks of 2-hour classes, yeah.
Yes.
Every other Wednesday and every other Saturday.
Yeah, well, which doesn't have to be the way.
No, that could be structured differently. But if anybody's interested or knows someone who would be, it's a lot of fun. We had a wine and cookie holiday party too. Just saying. Okay. If there isn't anything else, any questions, any problems? Go ahead.
I am totally new.
Okay.
I do have like 2 questions.
Okay.
Do you have like a membership roster or a membership somewhere where I can?
We have Colin's not here. We have a members page that's the password one, where you can go in, and we do not have a generated list.
You don't have a directory or?
It's online, but you have to sign in online.
You have to sign in to, yeah.
Okay, and can I sign in now that I'm a member? I don't-
You can.
I've been on the website, but I haven't.
Right, because you would not be able to get in. Yeah, and Colin will do that.
If I'm not mistaken, you can only see the people that sign.
Yeah, you can only see the people,
directory.
yeah.
So you don't see all the members. It's kind of a.
Privacy thing? or-
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am definitely interested in the Plan Air group when it starts.
Okay.
So is it on the website somewhere who's in charge of that or who I can contact her? Because I noticed like, before I was a member, I would see on Facebook, I would see like, last week we. And of course, last Saturday, I was sitting at home going, gosh, I'd love to go out and paint. And then I see that,
So you have to get on the list, and then they'll email you where they're going to
Yes.
be each time, so.
Okay, and how do I?
You know what? I can make sure you get on the list.
Okay.
Okay? Because
Yeah.
I used to do
They'll
it.
print the schedule
Somebody
for the
else
whole
does it.
season.
Oh, good.
You
At
get
one
a,
time,
you get a
as
schedule for the
director.
whole season.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
One other note about plein air painting, it would be good for the ones going out to know who else is going and phone numbers in case we get lost or we show up and we're the only ones there. Where's somebody else?
I'll let Claire know.
Okay.
How about
Yeah,
that?
Claire Torso and Susan Drennan.
I don't think Susan's doing it.
Okay, Claire
I think it's
Torso
mostly Claire.
is the
It
one.
starts around May, you said, right?
It starts in
May.
May.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right.
All right, good.
And I think Colin is updating the website with the dates. But of course, it's best to be on the.
Yeah, the Claire Torso and that group, they really drive that schedule. So even if you
Yeah.
see it on the website, it's driven by that group. Because if
You'll
it's,
get an email every
if it
week.
pours down rain,
Let you know.
they go the next day, or they shift their times, or, so that group really drives
Or
when, where, and
sometimes
how.
we just cancel it.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Right.
Okay.
So it's better to be on that list so that you would get notified.
Yeah.
Not through email.
I wouldn't look at the website for it.
Okay.
Right.
All right, well,
I'll get you on the list.
Okay, Kathy, I'm
Okay.
depending on you.
She's
Okay,
very
I can get your
dependable.
email off of Dottie's list.
Yeah. good.
Yeah,
It's
so,
easy.
okay.
Question back here?
I'll have to go to
Yes,
Claire.
I'm brand new as well, and what about the juried shows? What does that mean?
So the juried shows, we offer 3 shows a year, so usually a spring show. That is a members-only show. The Martinis with Monet is hosted by us for the township. That is their annual fundraising event. That is an open show, which means you do not have to be a member. So we've got a lot of people that, enter that show as well. And then our holiday show is a members-only show. The spring and the Martinis, so spring and summer shows are juried, which means you pay your entrance fee. We pay an independent juror to decide which pieces will hang and which ones are rejected. And so we are taken out of that equation. We pay a juror to curate that show and make those decisions, and then we pass that notification on for the show to hang. And then that juror also, once the physical work is here, Vicki Schilling, our exhibition coordinator, meets them here, and they decide the prizes. They award the prizes. So they like to pick from the actual work, not the online submission work.
Now, is there more than just the membership fee that, as artists, we pay for?
Yes, so every show has an entrance fee.
Okay.
Yes, every show has an entrance fee.
Except the Christmas show.
Except the Christmas show,
Which we just
had, right. And so if you are a member, obviously, it's $20 for up to 2 pieces. If you're a non-member, which would only be the Martini show, it's $25.
Okay.
So,
They're the same 2 pieces.
Correct.
Yes, thank you.
And then when the back hall gallery opens again, that's.
Correct. When the back hall gallery opens, you can have a one-person show that you curate for in that gallery.
In the library?
It's not in the library. So you remember where the tax office was?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay, I know.
If you first walk in.
When you first walk in from that far entrance and you make a hard left,
Okay.
that little skinny strip, there's a tax office, Metcalf's office was there. And we had that walls. We had those walls.
Okay.
And you could have for a month, it gives 12 members an opportunity a year to have a show in that wing.
And in the showcase.
And in the showcase, right. We had 3D artists could have the showcase. And then we always did like a new member show in January. We've had a plein air art show in that hallway for anybody that plein air painted over the summer. So we did a board member show because we had a 10-year.
We had a figure drawing show.
We had a figure drawing show. So we try to change it up with, like I said, I've seen the schematic drawings for that space. It's going to be really nice. Not so many doorways, catty corner to every piece of artwork like the old hallway. So, but hey, we're grateful. I mean, we were grateful to have it because we
And you still have the showcase?
Yes, well, that showcase is gone.
Okay.
I asked them they're going to relocate that,
Okay.
lower it so we don't have to stand on a ladder to get to the top.
Nice.
And then I asked for storage, it's going to be built in,
Okay.
and storage below it.
Yeah.
Because we have no more storage in this building. So we had to clear out everything. So we have no storage here anymore. Everybody's garages. So we'll make it work. We're just thankful that we were even included as part of their construction, that they were even thinking that they had to make space for us. So that's all upcoming. I'm sure that the drawings are nice. I'm sure the 3D version will be even better.
Any of the other new members, if you're interested in the first Tuesday drawing group, we have models and we draw once a month. Make sure you let me know, because I send out the email and I arrange the models, and Mary Jane and Mary Mason help me.
Can you put my name on that list too?
Okay. I had a feeling since you were interested in plein air, you might be interested in that.
And that usually runs September to April.
Yeah, we do that when we're
That's
not
the
doing plein
winter.
air.
That's the winter, and then the plein air is the summer.
We didn't do it in December because I couldn't get a model. Models are in short supply, but I did get models for the rest of the year.
Okay.
So we're all good there. I got three
And
professional models.
where's that
now.
held? Is it held here?
Well, we were holding all of them here in the municipal building, but we're going to have them in the library here, except for April, and that's going to be at the Merrick Art Gallery in New Brighton, because I have an arrangement with them that we can do it there. So, but we will be having every month.
Perfect. Good.
Yeah, they've really worked hard to accommodate us as far as like even having the meeting here and, because they really have not had much else happening. They were trying to keep things in rooms, but, so they've been, doing their best, their very best. Okay, well, if there's no other questions, then I'm going to adjourn. We're going to take 5 minutes. Marcy wants everybody at that table grazing, and we'll let Patty get ready for her presentation for plein air painting.